Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. We are right in the middle part of a long season, GA. As a player, how do you stay engaged? How do you stay focused?
Kevin, this is where the grind can really catch up to you. Easy to start feeling complacent or check out a little bit. So you got to shake that off. And I tell you another thing, your coaches will play a huge role in keeping you engaged.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Smith is out there with Christie. And there's the bulldozer. Then there's Wallace. And it's Cunningham in at the point guard position.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
All right, let's hand it over to David Aldridge, who has a report on MP.
Thanks, guys. Well, tonight, all eyes will be on MP and Victor Wembanyama. Everyone knows they're two of the favorites for MVP this year. MP said he has a lot of respect for Wembanyama, and how hard he plays, that he doesn't rely only on great skill and size. And I know for sure that that respect runs the other way as well. Kevin?
Yeah, Wembanyama has said this before, so I'm glad you throw that in there, David. It does go both ways. Thank you.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early.
Now, here's Cunningham, coming off a solid outing against Miami. Offensive rebound. Smith sets the pick for Cunningham. Buries the long-range jumper. Cunningham's got 5 points so far.
And you see that one-motion shot. Cunningham very consistent from distance.
Wembanyama, a screen on Cunningham. Here's Castle. Detroit with the rebound.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Cunningham on the wing. Covered by Evans. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Coach, it didn't take long for Cade Cunningham to establish himself as the leader of this team.
Well, Kevin, he's very mature for his age. He was put in a position with all young guys around him, so he had to step up. And I've never heard Cade Cunningham blame anyone else for the team's struggles. He's got everything you could want in a team leader.
Now here's Evans. His last outing, 16 points for him. And Wallace slams it in.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Here's Cunningham. He has 7. The bulldozer passes to Smith. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Smith on the wing. Here's Christie. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Spurs trail by 7. Inside. Cunningham outside. Here's Smith. Lays it up off the glass.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Johnson outside. Here's Castle. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Christie the pass to the bulldozer. Cunningham outside. Pass to bulldozer. Smith on the wing. Fires the 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. 6-point game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams, particularly on the board.
Well, truth be told, they got punked on the glass. That was the difference in the game.
Pass to Castle. Back to Evans. A 3-ball. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Christie the pass to the Bulldozer. They set the screen. And a wide open look for Cunningham. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Evans left side with some arc, and the shot goes in. Evans has got 5.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
Smith for 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Here's Johnson. A Bulldozer pulls it in. The Bulldozer's got his 4th rebound in this one. And the league is still buzzing, Greg, about MP, registering a quadruple double.
One of the greatest all-around games in league history. MP is an incredible talent, and you know he'll put on another show here tonight.
Here's Wembanyama after the basket by Detroit.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Here's Cunningham. Rebounded by the Spurs. Their last meeting was in Detroit, where they were unable to fight off the Pistons.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
And they were mired in foul trouble the last time they played. Let's see if they can avoid that this time out.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Pass to Evans. Here's Castle. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. To the middle. The Bulldozer. No good. Spurs trail by 3. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Well, Stan, when the Spurs landed the first Pistons leading by 9. And Detroit looking at who they've got. They've got Smith. Cade Cunningham out there with Christie. And there's the Bulldozer. And it's Wallace in at the 3, the small forward. And the Bulldozer gets it to go.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Iguodala, no good.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Smith. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Here's Roberts. The 3. A Bulldozer pulls it in. The Bulldozer's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Well, coaches love to say turn defense into offense, and clearly they've been forcing the issue on that side of the ball.
And also, how about the way they decimated the opposition on the offensive glass, getting an impressive number of second chance points. They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Wallace, good.
All
all these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Iguodala. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. This is his first trip to the line tonight. First one falls for him. The Spurs making a switch here. Johnson's checked in, and that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And here are the Pistons now. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. And now, joining us on the line, Shams Charania with a recent development. Shams, what's the latest?
Thank you, Kevin. As the trade deadline gets closer, it's the Lakers front office making things happen. They've landed Aaron Gordon, and you know this fan base and entire organization are excited about what he can bring to the table. Gordon has developed into a smart, powerful, and opportunistic NBA star, and he's still deceptively quick and has so many ways to impact this new club, and all with a high degree of power.
Thanks again, Shams, as always. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the bulldozer in the last outing against Miami got the job done. He picked up 39 points, and ultimately, he posted a triple-double. Incredible effort on his part. We'll see if tonight means more of the same. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on, see if he can't replicate that performance.
On defense, the Pistons only giving up 2 points this quarter.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And the Bulldozer gets it to go. The Bulldozers got 7 points for the quarter.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
There's the pick. Smith for 3. Drains the three-pointer. Smith's got 7 points.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
To halt the run, Iguodala, no good.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Cunningham for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. 12 points for him.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the 3 at almost 60% for the game.
Evans, he's checked in for the Spurs. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
Well, you look at Evans. He's not quite there, but he's very close to his spot in the starting lineup for the West.
And to have the great season he's having and still not crack the top 5, that just tells you a lot about how terrific some of the other Western Conference players have been.
A great All-Star weekend it'll be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer. And so it's Detroit with the ball. After the basket by San Antonio.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Evans. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Christie. From outside, off the mark. And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Stan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each run. year. There are so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send the second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
Wallace. Right. Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Here's Castle, covered by Cunningham.
And now look at Victor Wembanyama here. For the last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. Getting around 24 points per 10 rebounds and 3 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, look, he is truly the kind of player you build everything around. Your plays, your lineups, it's all about setting this guy up for success.
Spurs shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Detroit's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter, 4 for 8. Newman, the pass to Evans. Now Wembanyama. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Evans has got his 5th assist in this one.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Vassell, he's checked in for Castle. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Edey's checked in for Smith. Terry comes in for Christie. Mann's checked in for Cason Wallace. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cunningham. Now here's Vassell. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Johnson, a wide open look. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, it'll take time. They need to keep stringing together positive possessions, and defensively, they need stops.
Terry against Evans. Wembanyama passes to Johnson. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And really, Stan, Victor Wembanyama has a chance to be one of those paradigm-shifting players. Don't you agree?
Oh, no doubt, Kevin. First of all, there are not going to be very many 7'4" guys come along and then come with the skills that he has on a court. The length, his mobility, how fluid he is, it's unprecedented.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll return shortly.
Thanks for being with us. First off, how about we start with an update on the All-Star voting?
Well, at the start of the voting, the leaders are the guys that everyone already knows. As you go along, usually new guys enter the...
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Pistons.
Want to build the big lead?
And that is it for halftime.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The bulldozer has been sensational.
Well, with the double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
Johnson is out there with Holland. Then it's Castle. Then it's Evans. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. Cunningham against Evans. Count that one. Cunningham's got 17.
And you can see why they continue to call Cunningham's number. Once he's flipped that switch, let him go to work.
Back to Evans. Takes a 3. Castle misses.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Count the basket.
And despite the contact, Smith still getting his.
Spurs trail by 20. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
It's good from long range.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Pass to Castle. Evans finds Wembanyama. Off target with his 3. Pistons leading by 17. Here's Wallace. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. 7 points in the game.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
To the paint. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that is such a beautiful move, Kevin. Why go straight up when you can throw down the reverse?
Well, that one's going to have its share of time on the highlight reel for sure. And the basket by Castle.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Christie the pass to the Bulldozer. Cunningham outside. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Johnson outside. And the 3 off target. Pistons leading by 20. Wallace the pass to the Bulldozer. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
Pass to Castle. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Castle's got 9 points here in the second half. Wallace the pass to the Bulldozer. Cunningham for 3. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Well, he hit a couple of 3s in the first half, but none since then.
Here's Castle. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game. And so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one. So that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way. So if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps, terrific story. Cunningham for 3. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game, first here in this second half.
And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Team foul.
Here's Holland, still scoreless. And the wide open shot from Evans. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Trailing by 19. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So, it's more pay-for-play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
Yeah, you know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Castle. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got 6 assists here tonight. The Bulldozer passes to Cunningham. Over Evans. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Here's Holland. The three-pointer, no good.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Down low. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And a look down how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Detroit.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Vassell, he's checked in for Johnson. And a different look here for the Pistons. Edey's checked in for Smith. Terry comes in for Christie. Mann's checked in for Wallace. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cade Cunningham. Back to Mann. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Pass to Edey. Stolen by Evans. Here's Castle. Finished off the break. Castle's got 16 here in the second half.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Pistons leading by 21. Well, Devin Vassell has flown under the radar for a long time and passed a lot of fans, Coach. But we've seen it. He can fill it up.
Yeah, Kevin, look, he is an outstanding shooter. He's got great footwork. He can score at all 3 levels. He reminds you a bit of DeMar DeRozan, but maybe even with more of a three-point shot.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
The Spurs shooting about 42% so far. That's the 3-fly. Rebound by the Pistons. Edey's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the inside. Here's the Bulldozer. Kicks it out to Terry. Here's Schroeder. Offensive rebound. That one doesn't drop. Spurs trail by 18. Here's Castle. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Wembanyama has got his 7th assist in the game. The Bulldozer passes to Terry. Good, nice job down low. Terry's got his 2nd basket of the night. And San Antonio shooting well, 52% in the 3rd. They came to play offensively in the 2nd half. Out left to the wing. Here's the Bulldozer, and the 3-ball is good. The Bulldozer's got 27 points.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Evans. Holland trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's the bulldozer, defended by Wembanyama. The bulldozer, no good. And it's the Spurs ball. There's a minute left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Castle. Good on the triple. Castle's got 31 points.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
The bulldozer, no good. And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Trailing by 17. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Castle. He has 31. And that one's good. Iguodala.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to bulldozer. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in. He has 29.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's Castle. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Here's Iguodala. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, easy call.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here. Good on the second free throw. Got it off in time. A shot off that time. And so it's the Detroit Pistons in command with a 16. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game. Jumped in for Edey. Wallace, the pass to Cunningham. Inside, tipped away, and stolen by Wembanyama. And Detroit looking at who they've got. We've got Wallace. Jabari Smith is out there with the bulldozer. Then there's Christie, and it's Cunningham in at the point. It's Vassell on the wing. From past the arc, takes the three, drills the three-pointer. Castle's got 34 points.
Yeah, despite them being behind, he's been impressive, but he can't do it all by himself.
Smith the pass to the bulldozer. Cunningham for three. Rebounded by Castle. Spurs trail by 15. Spurs working the ball around now. Wembanyama, a screen on Cunningham. Wembanyama passes to Vassell. And it's off from three-point range. The Pistons shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Wembanyama with it. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. All right, Stan, let's put that coaching hat back on you. How in the world would you game plan for a player like Victor Wembanyama?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin, and there are no great answers because he's so good. I think when you're guarding him, you want to be as physical as you can and keep him as far away from the basket as possible to negate his length. Defensively, or when you're on offense, his defense, I think you want to use his instincts to block shots against him, take the ball at him, draw him, and get the ball to open people.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, but if it were that good, it would work more often against a guy that good.
And you can play kind of him on the ball, off the ball. He's really a generational talent, partly because of his versatility.
Wallace, the pass to the bulldozer. That one goes in. The bulldozer's got 15 points here in the second half.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball
up the court.
And for a coach, you always appreciate when you're able to turn a stop into a score.
Here's Castle, and taken away by Wallace. Pass to Bulldozer. Rebound by Johnson. Spurs trail by 16. Down low. Wembanyama, right side. It's tipped.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. And forget about finesse. This big fella's all about the power.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
And finally, they hit one. Wembanyama's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them. He is cold-blooded, drops the dagger, piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
And it's Evans missing. Detroit with the ball. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. There's a screen.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Pass to Bulldozer. Now here's Wallace. 6 on the shot clock. With the shot, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the Pistons lead by 21. And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. To the inside, here's Wembanyama. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Pistons shoot at 42% in this final quarter. The kick out to Cunningham. Smith outside. The Bulldozer passes to Wallace. No good on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Detroit.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for the Bulldozer.
Well, his triple-double stat line is evidence of his impact on this game. He was affecting play at all times.
Off target from outside. And there's the foul. It's on the Bulldozer. That will get. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. A reset.
They really thought they had a chance tonight.
Good game, MVP.
think it's time to do some laundry. That outfit smells foul.